Okay, so there's this man that married a woman, and after that, they stayed in a room for 3 months, just 3 months, and he left to, reside with his boss at a very, far distance. But he normally comes back to the house to, take care of the house. He sends money and all that, checking up on the wife. And he's been doing that, for quite a while. But when he left to, the boss place, he began to have an affair with other women and all that, and when he comes back to the wife's place, he's been talking good. And we think that everybody, because he's a Christian, like he knows God, he knows the word of God. So everybody, trusting him, you know. So when he left the wife's place and he went to the boss place, he was into women, sleeping with, all kinds of women. But all of a sudden, like he fell into some sickness that it was so dangerous to the extent that they have to return him back to the house so that the wife takes care of him. The sickness started, a couple of months, when he left, because it has been almost years and over since he went to stay with the boss. So how the sickness was dangerous, they returned him to the wife. When they brought him back to the wife, looking at things, took him to the hospital again. And they did a lot of tests, and they did him HIV/AIDS test. Now when they did him the HIV/AIDS test, he was tested that he had gotten it. Yes. Now they called the wife and they said they wanted to do the test for the wife as well. Now they called the wife and they did the test for the wife, and the wife hasn't gotten it. you know. So they brought the man back, and they educated the woman about how to he should go about this. He shouldn't neglect him and all that. But the sickness was becoming more and more. And I remember that one time the boss came around to visit him, and when the boss left, the boss, when the boss left, the sickness became worse to the extent that he nearly died. So we took him. So the wife took him to the village, so that they can take proper care of him for him to recover. But when he went to the village, he couldn't recover, and he died out of it. This is an advice to married, men and women. If you are engaged, you are married to someone, learn to keep your marriage safe. Learn to keep your bed clean. Don't defile yourself with extra people, because God is watching. And at the end of the day, you shall pay for the consequences that you've committed. I really, really beg you that you need to be careful how you treat your marriages nowadays, because the devil is seriously working. Don't end up being destroyed by a certain sickness or by the devil. Be careful and extra careful about how you go about your marriage. Thank you.